is admirable, Jesse.
Put her down.
You like to fish with bait. I do too.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Analyzing Evil, where we dive into the twisted psyches of fiction's darkest figures. Today we're stepping into the Speed Force to examine one of the most terrifying villains in the Arrowverse continuity of Zoom, from Season 2 of CW's The Flash. Known for his monstrous speed, bone-chilling voice, and relentless pursuit of Barry Allen, Zoom wasn't born evil. He was shaped by tragedy, forged in pain, and corrupted by obsession. Behind the demonic mask lies Hunter Zolomon, a man whose life was defined by violence, abandonment, and warped philosophy that only through suffering can true heroes be created. In Zoom's mind, fear is the ultimate teacher, and his reign of terror over Central City was designed to prove his twisted point. Hunter Zolomon's story begins not with power, but with trauma. As a child on Earth 2, he was forced to watch his father murder his mother before his very eyes. The event fractured his psyche, instilling in him a worldview built on fear, death, and inevitability. Unlike Barry Allen, whose trauma, the murder of his mother by Reverse Flash, inspired him towards heroism, Hunter's tragedy hollowed him out, leaving behind a boy who believed the world was cruel and merciless.
This man is no god. He is nothing. The days of the Flash protecting the city are over.
Hold your fire!
Now, what will you do without your precious hero?
Shoot that thing now!
Nice try.
He spent his formative years in orphanages and institutions, detached from warmth, love, and stability. These early experiences cemented his belief that life is defined by pain and that weakness must be destroyed through suffering. Hunter Zolomon was eventually struck by the same dark matter lightning that created many metahumans on Earth 2. But unlike Barry, Hunter's connection to the Speed Force came through twisted, unstable energy. It granted him immense speed, but it also left him with a lethal addiction. He had to inject Velocity 9, an experimental speed-enhancing serum. To maintain and amplify his powers, this dependency ate away at his body, but his obsession with the speed only grew. To preserve himself, he created a monstrous persona, Zoom, clad in black, face concealed, voice distorted. Zoom was not a man, he was fear incarnate. He embodied everything he believed a true predator should be.
It's not wise to make promises you can't keep. Flash, look around. This is the last place you'll ever see.
Zoom's hatred for Barry Allen was not rooted in rivalry alone. It was philosophical. Barry represented hope, compassion, and heroism. To Zoom, these ideals were illusions. He saw Barry as weak, naive, and understanding, and underserving of his speed. By tormenting Barry, Zoom sought not just to defend him, but to break him to prove that even the purest hero could only become strong through immense suffering.
Is what's gonna make you just like me. Your mother and I love you. No!
This is why Zoom didn't kill Barry outright. He dragged him through terror, parading his speed through Central City, crippling his allies, and even murdering Henry Allen before Barry's eyes. Each act was designed to replicate his own trauma, to force Barry into despair and to validate his belief that pain is the only path to power. Zoom's psychology is built on trauma-fueled nihilism, unlike Eobard Thawne, Reverse Flash, who was driven by ego and obsession with the legacy. Zoom's philosophy was darker and more primal, pain as strength. Zoom believed trauma created true strength. Just as his childhood forged his monstrous worldview, he sought to manufacture suffering in others to mold them into stronger beings. Fear as power. He embraced fear not only as a tool, but as an identity. His demonic costume and voice weren't for disguise. They were to become the embodiment of fear itself. The predator ideal. Zoom saw himself as a predator, culling the weak. To him, Barry was prey until proven otherwise. This Darwinian worldview set him apart from other speedsters.
Just say when, Zoom.
Run, Barry. Run!
Ultimately, Zoom's downfall was the very philosophy it lived by. When Barry fully embraced his speed, not through fear, ultimately Zoom's downfall was the very philosophy it lived by. When Barry fully embraced his speed, not through fear, but through love and hope, Zoom's ideology was shattered. His defeat by Barry and eventual transformation into the Black Flash, the death-like wraith of the Speed Force, symbolized the inevitable end of those who mistaken pain for power. He was consumed by the very force he thought he mastered. Zoom wasn't just another villain racing to outpace the Flash. He was a nightmare given form, a broken child turned into a monster who mistook fear for strength and pain for destiny. His reign of terror was a cautionary tale about the choices we make in the face of trauma. Barry chose love, Hunter chose fear, and in the end, fear consumed him. That was Zoom, the shadow that ran faster than light, but could never escape his own darkness. In the end, Zoom reminds us that fear may be powerful, but it can never outrun hope. His story is a mirror held up to the human condition, showing us how the same tragedy can create either a savior or a monster. If trauma can shape a hero like Barry Allen and a monster like Zoom, then what truly defies us? Our pain or our choices we make in this aftermath? Zoom is not just a speedster in the black suit. He's the proof that the abyss doesn't create monsters, it reveals them. He is the child who saw death and chose to embody it, and the predator who mistook fear for truth. Heroes and villains are both of the same soil, trauma, loss, and suffering. But what sprouts depends on which poison we water. Barry grew into hope, Hunter festered into horror.